In this next experiment, we'll be working with paraffin wax again, but this time we've made some adjustments to the setup. We have an aluminum foil wrap around the can, multiple layers of aluminum foil taped off on one side. We also have a lid for the can, and then I've raised up the height of the fuel so that it decreases the distance between the top of the fuel and the bottom of the can. It's the same modifications I've made for all of the fuels, but it's one of a wide variety of modifications one could make. All right, so to start us off, I'm going to be adding 25 milliliters of water to the container, and we're going to take the initial temperature. Looks like it's dropping a little bit, so while it does that, I'm just going to check the placement of my thermometer. And we'll take the initial mass of the paraffin wax. All right, I'm going to put the lid on my container, and then I'll ignite the flame, and once we ignite it, we'll start the 1-minute countdown timer. And again, we'll be looking for the highest temperature reached. One minute has been reached, so I'll remove the flame, extinguish it, and then we'll look for the highest temperature reached. I'll take the final mass of the paraffin wax. And then I'll prepare for trial 2. All right, we'll start trial 2, and I will have 25 milliliters of fresh water, which will then measure the initial temperature of. Appears to be dropping, so we'll give it a little bit until it reaches its lowest temperature. We'll take the initial mass of the paraffin wax, place it on the setup. I will put the lid on, and then we'll ignite the flame. Start the 1 minute countdown timer, and we'll look for the highest temperature. One minute has elapsed. We'll remove the flame, blow it out, and look for the highest temperature reached. We'll take the mass of the paraffin wax, and then we'll set up for trial 3. All right, for trial 3, I'll put in some fresh 25 milliliters of water. And we'll take the starting temperature. The thermometer appears to be dropping, so we'll give it a minute. We'll take the initial mass of the paraffin wax, place it in the setup, put the lid on, ignite the flame, and start the countdown timer. And we'll look for the highest temperature. One minute has elapsed. Move the flame, and we'll look for the highest temperature reached. We'll take the mass of the paraffin wax, and that concludes trial 3 for the paraffin wax with an altered setup.